Welcome everyone. Today we have questions for you. Please introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Safi. I'm from FAC.
Hi, my name is Lee and I am from FSC.
What's up? My name is Eric. I'm from FAC too.
Have you ever had someone or a foreigner feeling confused when you talk to them or something?
Definitely. From my experience, I've been traveling to a lot of countries, and a lot of the countries I've been to really don't speak English. So when you try to communicate them in English, they will understand a bit or they have absolutely no idea. But when I'm here, I do speak English, but there's a specific English we use. It's called Manglish. Manglish is Malay plus English. Manglish. Where like Malaysians, when they speak English, they always end with like la. Why? It's part of our accent.
Yeah. Another thing is sometimes, let's say, foreigners in our country, when we try to talk to them, sometimes use the Manglish, as we mentioned, they might tend to not understand, not sure what we're saying. Probably like people from France, they might prefer like their own language. Maybe they might not fully understand English.
Me, I get like a different experience actually. Similar to yours. I don't travel, but to communicating or even formal greetings, they will say like, are you local? You don't sound like local. You don't look local.
Oh, I understand. Well, yeah.
So it's Brian specifically. He says I'm Chinese. Somehow I don't look Chinese. Let me ask you this: do I look somewhat intelligent?
Yeah, from the way you're speaking, impressively, you do look a bit internationally.
As you're all from different cultures, I will be interviewing all based on the intercultural communication, as we all face barriers of people with different backgrounds. For my second question, I would like to know from each one of you, what were the challenges you had to face when meeting or interacting with people that they have different backgrounds like cultures, religion and races?
The challenges is basically trying to understand their language and their culture. For me, I just research about it or maybe use translator if they don't know how to speak. If they know English, we can just say English because English is more easier than others. If they're uncomfortable using English, we can just use our mother tongue. That's it.
So for me, the barrier is like little to non-existent. Lingo-wise, it's quite easy to solve because we can use English lah, no problem. But then other than that, usually nobody likes to talk about politics, right? Because since they like to frame people, this and that, usually we refrain from talking such.
Yeah, in my opinion, I face some discrimination from some of my friends because when something bad happens, they actually like do not point finger at a person. They point finger at the culture or certain races. Yeah. For me, it's just like not all my friends are like that because I have some friends who's like from the different culture or races, and some of them are actually the ones same races as the one that he talks about, that he talked back.
The last question, follow up from your experience, how do you prevent this thing from ever happening again?
I believe there's no way to prevent it, but it's more like how do we improve next time? Where like sometimes I think it's up to us to take the initiative to learn their cultures and their language. When we speak in their language, they will probably feel comfortable and will probably consider learning our cultures and language so in order to like increase our communication and reduces the barriers within from us.
For me, talk like understand other people's culture and gender would be better. Yeah. Otherwise, another fact is I heard there are ways maybe like use a translation app or something when speaking to people who don't understand English.
Yeah.
You can use a translation app that way can understand what that other person is speaking. If let's say they are foreigners, don't know English,
Yeah, like we can use Google Translate.
Yeah. Other translate app can just translate more.
I don't find myself any difficulty. Come on, who doesn't understand English?
A lot of people. No. In Thailand, zero English. Like
Yeah.
in Thailand, they will not be able to speak English, or like their English are, I don't want to be rude, kind of broken.
Yeah.
It's somewhat understandable.
Somewhat, but it's somewhat, but it's better if you speak their language so that they will start. So that when we start speaking to them, they will like come to respect us and try to understand us more, to get to know us. And then that's when they feel like they want to learn our cultures, our language, so that we learn their part of the culture and they'll learn that from our culture.
The problem is that what your solution is what translate.
Not translate, but rather learning the language and culture, not translating.
Do you believe that most, most of us will have the time of learning new language?
Yes, because the thing, like, it takes commitment. If you really want to get to know them, it takes a lot of times to acquire, to master the language and to have better understandings.
Right now we end this. Thank you guys for joining this session. I really like hearing all your perspectives, and it's very unique as well.
Thank you.